para que lo pueda llevar.
Sí.
Porque el vino se nos envía muy rápido. Único que buscar pues eso, un contacto, no sé. Pero vamos.
You have 3 ages wines,
Bueno,
and that's about how long they've been in the barrel.
Todos los importadores ingleses
So
de
hopefully,
vino, de aceite, de patatas.
and then it's bottled. Clear flakes in the barrel, and then it's bottled and preserved as
Tengo este compromiso.
So these will be his oldest, it's 2016, so they're nearly 4 years old. These will be his reserves. And what you need to know is that these regions like Castille-La Mancha, Valencia, Catalonia, they produce a lot of martinis, vermouth they call it in Spanish. And if you ask for one in Madrid, you have to say vermouth. The T and H is silent. There is no reason why you can't find good vermouth in Rioja or Ribera del Duero, but they don't need to make their wine into vermouth because they can sell vast quantities of wine because that's what the Spanish drink. These guys have more of a problem because they're competing with the known wines that everyone drinks in the bars and restaurants in Spain. So it's harder for them to sell all their wine. So if you have excess wine, you turn it into martini because martini is essentially just a fortified wine. Now, what these guys do, if you drink martini, people in Spain don't drink vermouth generally. Sorry, other way around. In the States and Britain, we use martini as a mixer. So we use it to make cocktails, for example, because martini is actually a very nasty drink because it's industrially produced. But their martini here, their vermouth here, is produced in an artisan way. So you'll have the barrel of wine here, your empty barrels here, and they use gravity to take the wine into the empty barrel before they mix the spices to make it a fortified wine. That process of using gravity makes the end product much nicer. So Martini, which is the most well-known brand in the world for vermouth, they will use an industrial process which is basically compression of air into the barrel, and it actually compromises the quality of the vermouth at the end. That's why Spanish and Italian vermouth tends to be really nice because it's made in this way. Please. So this is his own. So this is come from that barrel. It's the alphabetical barrel.
And they don't let it go below 200. It's not just going to take. So that fire is going all the time. The bakery's 103 years old and the oven is new.
¿Qué puede haber?
La encina no existe allí, la encina no.
Encina sí.
Aquí vamos a tener mucho trabajo, ya no estamos para esas cosas. Ay, Dios mío, la tierra de cada uno tira mucho, ¿a que sí? Aunque vivas en otro sitio, tu tierra te tira.
Sí, sí,
¿A
sí.
que
sí,
sí?
sí.
I was asleep on the banks of the river. A cold locomotive passed my bed, hissing its sinister breath into the night. My eyes half closed, I watched it slither noiselessly past the tired river, disappear in the cold locomotive night. For years I sat by the banks of the river. Crocodile tears fell from my eyes to the black locomotive, tired, sinister sand. I paid no mind to the rain and weather around my feet through the patient river, and disappeared from my cold locomotive hand. Each night I slept on the banks of the river. The gray locomotive shuffled past. Was it measuring time or measuring space? Each locomotive made me shiver. I'd have to turn away from the frozen river and warm my icy hands on its burning face. Each night I slept on the banks of the river. The gray locomotive shuffled past. Was it measuring time or measuring space? And each locomotive made me shiver. I'd have to turn away from the frozen river and warm my icy hands on its burning face. Now as I run by the banks of the river, gray-bearded laughing old man I am now, kissing its locomotive cheek in the musical night. Catch that train when it reaches the river. No, I'm not looking to be delivered. I'll just disappear in the cold locomotive night.